guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Natalie, and today's video we are doing my best friends choose the books I read for a week. I'm so excited. I asked 3 of my very best friends to pick their favorite books. We all do read, so that's very helpful, and they were able to choose books that I haven't read before that I'm very excited about. So the book we're starting out with is Once Upon a Broken Heart. One of my best friends, Lucy, chose this one. She's read the entire series and loves it, so I'm very excited to start this. I know how beloved this series is, and I'm very much in my fantasy era right now, so that's perfect. But this is the book we're going to start with. The cover is so cute. I'm absolutely obsessed with these UK versions. Very excited to carry it around for a few days, but that's what we're doing this week. I'm going to start reading it today, and then throughout the day, hopefully I'll update you guys on my thoughts. I don't know how much we'll get through today, but I just wanted to start off this video, and I'm very excited that my best friends are choosing the books I read, so that's what we're doing this week. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll check back in with you guys once I've started Once Upon a Broken Heart. Hi guys, I wanted to pop in and update you on Once Upon a Broken Heart. I am eating this book up. I didn't think I would like it as much as I currently do, so I'm very happily surprised by that. I'm currently on page 176, chapter 27, and I love it so much. I'm in like the second part because it's divided into parts. I love this book so much. I literally cannot wait to find out what happens and then eventually move on to the second and third book. I'm very happy that Lucy pushed me to read this book because she's known how long I've had it and she loves it so much, and so she really wanted me to read it, and I'm glad she did because I love it so much. All I want to do is like sit down and read and figure out what happens next, so that's what I'm going to do right now. It's also been so nice out, which has been great. It's nothing crazy, but it's like been in the 50s, which is obviously way warmer than it has been here in Ohio, so I'm very happy and my mood's been good. So just having a great book to go along with it has been just the cherry on top. I really like Evangeline right now. I think she has a very good heart. Hopefully nothing changes, but as of now, I really enjoy her character. Obviously, there's some other characters that I'm like on the fence about. Don't really know their true character or what's gonna happen or what they're gonna end up being like. I'm excited to find out more about all the other characters and see how I like them or how I don't like them. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of update. I'll be finishing this book within the next like day or so I'll give you a full rating and review afterwards, but wanted to update you on how far I'm at and that I'm loving it so far. I'm gonna go read because it's so nice out, so let's go. Hi guys, ignore how messy this room is right now. It's so bad. I just throw all my stuff on this bed and I just need to clean it, so ignore that. But I wanted to check in because I finished Once Upon a Broken Heart and I loved it so much. I ate this story up. I loved the characters and I'm very excited to continue on with the series. I think I would rate it a 4.5. I was obsessed with it, but it like didn't give me that 5-star feel, if you know what I mean. But I seriously loved it so much. It like took me back to like childhood almost, because it was like very fairy tale like princess, that kind of vibe. I love the setting that they were in and just overall how it made me feel, if that makes any sense. It definitely leaves you on a cliffhanger, so I will have to continue reading the series to figure out what happens, and I'm very excited to do that. But I wanted to let you guys know that I did finish this and it is as good as people say, so I will give everyone props for how much this book is hyped because it is very good. This will probably always forever be my favorite cover. Like, this cover is stunning and it's, I think, my favorite cover like out of all my books, to be honest. So thanks Lucy for recommending that one because I know how long you've wanted me to read it and I'm glad I finally did because I loved it. Now we're moving on to the next book. It's The Things We Leave Unfinished, and one of my best friends, Kylie, recommended this to me. It's by Rebecca Yarros and she is obviously the author of Fourth Wing, if you don't know, but she has a lot of romances too, and I've read one of the other ones that she wrote called The Last Letter. Again, I think I talked about this a little bit, but it was very sad and Kylie told me that this one's gonna rip my heart out as well, so I'm a little nervous. I've already started it. I'm about 4 chapters chapters in right now. It's basically about this girl, Georgia. She goes through this divorce and ends up moving back home to Colorado, and her great-grandmother has passed away, but her great-grandmother was an author that has a book that she never finished because she ended up passing away. The story's kind of going back in time. There's a bunch of different point of views, but one of them is the great-grandmother back when she met her husband, because her last book is kind of like a love story about her real life of how she met her husband and fell in love and all that. So they're going between that point of view and then Georgia's point of view, and then Noah. Noah is also an author, and he wants to basically finish Georgia's great-grandmother's book that has been left unfinished, but they kind of have a bad start, so we'll see what happens. I'm excited to read this. I've heard very great things, and yeah, it's just gonna be a little bit of a change obviously from the last book, so I'm excited to continue reading it. I'm a little bit sick right now. I am not feeling the best, so we'll see how much I get through today, but I just wanted to update you guys and let you guys know where I'm at in this one, and things are going very well. All the recs that my best friends have given me have been extremely great so far, so I'm excited to see what this one is like. That's what's happening, and I'm gonna go read and raw because I don't feel well, so I might download this on my Kindle and read it there because I don't know, that's just kind of how I'm feeling right now. I haven't read on my Kindle in a while, and it just sounds like the move right now, so I think I might go do that. But let's go grab my Kindle and start reading. Hi guys. Okay, we are checking in again. Oh god. Okay, I have finished the things we leave unfinished. I read almost all of this book on my Kindle, which made it go faster in my opinion. I've also been so incredibly sick again all weekend. Like, I don't know what's happening to me, but I get sick almost every weekend. It's awful, and so I have just been like rotting in bed and don't have that much motivation. So I did read a lot, so I was able to finish the things we leave unfinished. And to be so honest, as I was going through it, I was kind of thinking like a 3.5 star in my head the whole time. I just wasn't obsessed with the characters. I did like them, but I think the going back and forth between like years and years and years ago and the present was like kind of hard for me. I honestly liked reading about the present more than the past when they went back and forth. So that could have been part of it, but the end threw me for a complete loop. It had the biggest plot twist I would have never guessed. I thought they were just gonna end it exactly how I thought in my head, and it completely switched. So for that, I'm gonna give it a 4. I really loved the ending. I thought it was insane. It's very sad. I didn't cry this time. I also, again, was comparing this book to the last letter that she also wrote, and I liked the last letter better, so I think that was hard because I was comparing it the whole time, but it was still a really great book, and I'm glad Kylie recommended this one to me because I know she loves this one a lot, and I can see it being like right up her alley, so I love that for her. But I'm glad I read it, and I would give it a 4 because the ending was so good. If you know, you know. It's crazy. So we're giving this a 4. Hi guys, I want to check in with you and let you know that I've actually already moved on and am quite a bit a ways through the next book, which is The Overnight Guest. One of my best friends, Gianna, recommended this one. The one thing that we bond a lot over is the fact that we love Iowa. We're both from Iowa. She still lives there. My parents and my whole family still live there, so every time I go back there, I see her, but we are Iowa girlies through and through, and I didn't know this until I started reading this book, but it's actually based in Iowa, which I love, and I'm eating that up so hard because I just love where I'm from. Like, I love the people there. The Overnight Guest is about a true crime writer named Wiley, and she is working on finishing one of her books, one of her true crime books. So she goes to this isolated farmhouse in Iowa to kind of finish it and just be alone in her thoughts, all of that. But while she's there, she gets snowed in. There's like really bad snowstorms happening, and one night she ends up finding herself outside and comes across this child, which she's like, why is this child here in a snowstorm? I obviously have to take them in. So the child comes back to the farmhouse with her, and the child does not speak. She asks them lots of questions. They don't really give her anything. They're not looking to speak to her. She obviously can see that they're very nervous, and what Wiley doesn't know is there's someone that's looking for them that will not stop until they get what they want. So that's what this book is about. It's so interesting. I'm absolutely obsessed with it so far. This is probably gonna be one of my new favorite thrillers as we're going. Like, that's what it's looking like to be, but I love it so much. It's just, it really takes you through it, and there's not really any dull points of it, so I absolutely love that. And the writer is actually from Iowa, Iowa. So all great things. I'm loving this book so far. I'm actually almost done. I've been reading it like all day because I'm literally obsessed with it. I just wanted to check in with you guys. I'm literally gonna finish this book today. It's like a little bit over 300 pages, so a pretty quick paced book, but I'm going to finish this and let you guys know my final thoughts. So let's go see what happens in the end because I'm very intrigued. Okay, the craziest thing just happened. I can't tell you because it's literally the biggest plot twist, but it brings absolutely everything together and I'm absolutely shook. Like, it all makes sense now. Oh my god, it's so sweet. I know it's a thriller and there's a lot of bad things that happen, but this part of it is so sweet and it just brings it all together after so much tragedy. That was really cute. All finished. I have finished this book. I want to wrap up my thoughts and feelings on it because it was so good. I think I would give this a 4.5, which is insane for a thriller. Like, obviously, if you read a lot of thrillers, I feel like a lot of them are very similar. It's hard for ones to stand out. I rated 2 thrillers 5 stars. This was honestly very close, but I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I was obsessed with this book so much. Again, a lot of the pull could have been that it's based in Iowa and I'm from Iowa, so I just have a tie to that, but I also just loved the story. It was so fast-paced the whole time. I loved the characters. Like, you just wanted the best for these characters after they've been through so much tragedy. So I was absolutely obsessed with this book, and if you haven't read it, you definitely need to. So thank you to Gianna for recommending this to me because it's definitely one of my new favorite thrillers and I loved it so much. I'm very happy I was finally able to read this because it's been on my shelf forever and I just haven't picked it up. So I'm really glad that she recommended it to me because I loved it so much, and you just never know which books you're gonna love. This was definitely a winner for me. But with that being said, I want to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to my best friends for picking my reads for the week. I love you guys so much. I love that we all have reading in common. They don't do like the whole book thing like I do, but they love reading. We've been friends for a long time, so it's just fun to like talk about books and stuff now that I'm into it. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you guys have read any of these books and like certain ones over the other, or if you guys have any recommendations on videos you want, you can always leave that in the comments and we can chat. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this week's video, and I'll see you in my next one.